Welcome to another episode of the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. I'm Master G, your host, and this here in my lap is Fitz for Fitzgerald, my little Boston Terrier who sometimes likes to play Nintendo games with me after work. For those of you who are new to the show, on the NES Happy Hour show, we feature old Nintendo games played on old Nintendo hardware, like the game you see behind me. Today's episode will be featuring a game called Low G Man for you. But there's some other things you should know too. We also take a look at manuals. So we'll take a look at those old instruction booklets with all that neat little artwork from the 80s and 90s. We take a look at the box art. We do that for about the first 30 minutes of our show, and then we dive into the gameplay segment. We also feature a specialty cocktail on every episode, and today's episode is no different. I have mine sitting next to me, just off screen, so you can't see it. But we'll put that up on screen in a minute, so you can whip yourself up one of these tasty gin drinks I've designed for the show today. All of our cocktails are designed by the team here, most notably by our loyal fans and follower, Paraplui. So you might have seen her following along in the chat. She's not going to be in touch with us today, I don't think, but she's done a lot of work with these cocktails, and today's cocktail is a special one because it contains my favorite ingredients and my favorite flavors. It pairs very well with today's game, Low G Man. And then after we're done with the gameplay segment, which we do for about an hour, we dive into the game. We get going with that, and then we wrap everything up with some bar trivia, which goes with our happy hour theme. Bar trivia segment on the NES Happy Hour features 5 multiple choice questions. We pop the chat up on the screen so those of you watching and playing along at home can participate. Try to guess some of the answers. They get harder as we go, and I have a lot of fun putting them together. They're always tied in some way, sometimes in a roundabout way, to the game we feature on the show. But today's a pretty good trivia episode, so I think you'll want to stick around till the end. But that being said, we tape all these episodes live because it's more fun to do it that way. You might be watching this episode later on the YouTube there, but you should know that we don't do any editing. So we tape it live on Twitch, and then we pop it up on the YouTube exactly as it was taped. And that means if you're watching later, you can get to the content you want to see faster. So like I said, 30 minutes of nostalgia and cocktail recipes, then an hour of gameplay, then another 30 minutes of bar trivia at the end. That's how to get around the channel for episodes of the NES Happy Hour you might be watching on rerun later. All right, I think that's it for the introduction, Fitz. What do you think? You need a treat for being a good puppy? Okay, we'll give you a treat. You're being very cooperative today. That's good. Sometimes he doesn't like to sit still, especially when I start talking to nothing, because he can't hear any of the audio. It's only my earpiece for feedback, so he thinks I'm just insane. All right, Low G Man. I got this awesome plastic reproduction case behind me. You see it up there on your screen. Low Gravity Man. You are the Low Gravity Man. This is a game developed by Kid and produced by Taxan, T-A-X-A-N. It's got that official Nintendo seal of quality, but essentially this is like a science fiction shooter game, right? With one caveat, which we'll get to later, that may or may not be ridiculous. I don't know, because I didn't play this game when I was a kid. I only heard of this game when I started collecting, so I don't know too much about how the gameplay is. I'm excited to feature it on the show for you. But basically, the box says you are the Low Gravity Man. When powered up, you can jump 1 3/4 screens high. So you can jump really high. That's your special power. Capture and use enemy vehicles, including the Spider vehicle, which can crawl on ceilings. Catch and power up enemy weapons, and much, much more. But your mission, of course, is to take back the robot-producing exploration planet from the evil aliens before they reprogram all of the robots for the destruction of the human race. So essentially, we're in the distant future here in this game, this platformer game. In the distant future, you okay there, buddy? Did you get some of that cookie in the wrong tube there? There's a robot-producing planet that we, the humans, I guess, have constructed, right? So, we have this planet out there, and it's just full of robots that we've programmed. And of course, we're smart enough. We're smart enough to program the robots not to destroy mankind. So they're basically just working on this planet, producing things for us, I guess. But what we failed to foresee is an evil alien intrusion on that planet while we weren't paying attention. So a bunch of malicious aliens have gotten to the robot planet that we own and operate, and started reprogramming all the robots to actually destroy humans. And now I'm the low gravity man with that special power of being able to jump really high. I've been sent in this game to fight the aliens. There's some pretty sweet little screenshots on there. You see that? You know, you can see that. That's cool. I mean, if you were a little kid, you'd have loved reading this box. I think there's enough here to make me want to rent this as a child. I don't recall ever seeing it in the video game rental stores back in the late 80s, early 90s, but you know, maybe I just saw this cover and I was like, no, that looks like a dumb game. I don't want to jump really high. That sounds silly. Alright, so that's it. 1990 this game came out, I believe. Another thing we do on the show, I always feature original manuals. I scan them into the computer so you can experience them with me. But I guess before we get into the manual, I'm getting thirsty, so let's feature this drink real quick here. Yes, the cocktail to go with Low G-Man, we've called the G-Man, and I mentioned some of my favorite things for cocktails are gin and lemon, and this is basically that. It's a gin drink, a gin martini sort of, but mainly with just lemon and simple syrup. So I have mixed one of these up behind me here, and you'll see it there. It's a nice yellow color. It's very tasty. Oh, that hits the spot. I got to tell you, where we live, Fitz and I, it's a little bit warm, and this is a great little summer drink to be having right now because I get up very early in the morning for work. So we're up at 5. We're out with him at 5:30. And I got to tell you, it was 80 degrees at 5:30 a.m. this morning while I was getting up and getting ready to log into the office, get some work done. 80 degrees, 5:30 a.m. already in June here. A cocktail like this really hits the spot. Ice cold, gin, lemon juice, simple syrup. Shake it over ice. Shake it in the shaker until your hands hurt because it's so cold. That's how you know you got it right. Then you strain it out. You get all those ice crystals in it. Garnish it with a lemon twist if you have one around. Of course, as we do on the show, we want to remind you that Fitz and Master G do not support underage drinking. Fitz is down there on the floor, but he does not condone underage drinking. If you are not of legal drinking age, wherever you're watching the show with us today, do not mix yourself up one of these highly alcoholic cocktails. Instead, we have a non-alcoholic cocktail featured on the NES Happy Hour, and that we call the Lemony Gamer. This is our cocktail, our non-alcoholic cocktail for all of Season 2 of the NES Happy Hour. And if you are not of legal drinking age, you can also whip yourself up one of these. I think it's fun to make cocktails. It's kind of like creative. It's kind of like cooking. You make some interesting flavors. I mean, surely as a kid you went to the movie theater recently and saw those big machines where you can mix 8 different flavors of something. I mean, that's a blast. The Lemony Gamer, though, non-alcoholic cocktail featured. You just get yourself a cup, fill it up with ice, fill it halfway with some lemonade, and the rest of the way with some seltzer. Give it that bubbly, effervescent taste. And then you're going to want to have some grenadine on hand, which is just like a really bright red, sugary syrup, cherry flavored. So you just tablespoon a bit of that in, and it sort of falls down to the bottom of the glass, makes some nice colors, and gives you a nice bubbly cherry lemonade, which of course Fitz approves of. So if you are underage, whip yourself up one of those instead of the alcoholic cocktail. That's right, the G-Man that we featured on today's episode. If you are 21 or older and you're like me, you like to have a nice cocktail after a long, hard day at the office, which is how we like to do things around here on the NES Happy Hour. So we're going to take a look at the manual next, and then after that we'll have a short break. If you haven't by then, I would encourage you to mix yourself up a drink, because when we get back from that break, we will be playing Low G-Man for about an hour, and I'm going to fumble my way through this game, figuring out as I go. Before we get to that, though, let's take a look at that manual I have behind me. I'm going to pop this up on my screen. And we'll read along with you. So there it is. Low G Man, the low gravity man, the instruction manual. All right, let's see here. You get your precautions about taking care of your game pack in that official Nintendo seal of quality. This game manual starts off a little text heavy, but it gets fun at the end. They start having all these sketches and drawings in. It's a big one though. Kind of manual I loved reading on the way home from the game store when I was a kid. All right, so your mission, the year is 2284. That's right, the 23rd century, folks. The human race has perfected the technologies of hyperspace travel and anti-gravity. We're in the process of colonizing the galaxy. Robots of all types have been developed for exploration, with entire planets of robots being created to generate more robots. Oh my goodness. Then it happens. One of the robot manufacturing plants in the Orion sector is discovered by an advanced race of aliens, the bad guys. They're peaceful at first, but then they bargain for a technology exchange with the robo-computer in charge. They download all of his data, and before anybody realizes it, they've programmed an entire population for war. So now all the robot aliens are just war-crazed maniacs trying to destroy all humans. Brutal. It's always something with robots, isn't it? Nobody can ever get robots right in the future. Science fiction. So to combat this menace, the Q, what a great acronym we have there, Countries of United Earth, that's encouraging, send the intergalactic Marines. Fitz, stop. Oh, come on, you want treats? Come here. Come here. Hop up here. I got treats for you. Up. Come on. Join me. It's up here. Oh, yes, that's right. To combat this menace, Q, Countries of United Earth, send the intergalactic Marines, but they are quickly dispatched by the awesome might of the robot army. So the United Countries of Earth send the Marine Corps, the intergalactic Marine Corps in. Intergalactic Marine Corps. Stop, Fitz. Come on. Go get your cookie. And the only hope left lies in the hands of an elite arm of the Q Guards, the Low G Men, which are us, originally formed as a rescue team for hostile environments, but now devoted to the protection of the Q leaders. So we're like the elite squad. We're like the bodyguards of the world. All right, Fitz. Go on, buddy. Good boy. So they get us involved to sort all this out. So I guess I'm heading there. Squad's comprised of a few great warriors, expertly trained in the use of the low-gravity backpack. So it's a backpack. That's their low-G technology. Gives us amazing mobility to perform in high-gravity environments. I guess this is a very large planet with very strong gravitational force of some kind. Allowing superhuman jumping ability under normal gravitational conditions. The principal weapons are the deadly armor-piercing spear and the electromagnetic disruptor pistol. That's right, because we're facing aliens. Now, one thing I want to tell you about this game, because I'm sure it's not that well known of a game from the NES era, but one thing I want to tell you about this game is that you don't have a gun in the traditional sense of a platform shooter. So obviously, science fiction platform shooters, you're running around shooting bullets, lasers, whatever it is, you're shooting. You don't have a gun in this game. In fact, you can't shoot the robots. All you can do with your gun, your electromagnetic pulse gun, you shoot them and they just freeze. You have to jump into them and either spear them by jumping into them above, or if they're above you, or if they're below you, jumping on them and spearing them as you come down on them while they're frozen. I think that's bananas, but I like that they tried to mix it up a little bit with this game. I mean, try to break the mold a little bit. I don't know. I'm not really sure how that's going to work. I would prefer to just have a gun and shoot the robots, but apparently that's not in the cards for this game. So because of the danger involved, they've decided a one-man infiltration is the best, and I'm the best of the best, so they sent me. The one deemed most worthy of the title, Low G Man. Go now, warrior. The fate of trillions rests on your shoulders. If you succeed, the gratitude of the galaxy is yours. But if you fail, ... All right, controller. Here it is. Move with the D-pad. Easy peasy. Run, press the control pad twice quickly to the left or right, and you can dart to the left or right. Up or down has no function for movement. A jumps you. The longer you hold A, the higher you jump. Depends on how much anti-gravity material, I guess, you have in your backpack there. When the game starts, you can only jump 3/4 of a screen, but if you have 3 of those anti-gravity matter capsules, you can jump 1.75 screens high. Interesting. A also jumps you if you're in an enemy vehicle that you've commandeered. The B button. Press B to shoot that EMD pistol. But when you're using the armor-piercing spear, press B and up to stab up, B and down to stab down. Oh no. B also controls firing the special weapons when they're selected. Okay, so there are special weapons. And firing vehicle weapons for the walking vehicle and the hover vehicle. Spider vehicle has no weapon. B has no function when you're in the spider vehicle. Interesting. There's a weapons and vehicle sections we're going to get to. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put that up on the screen there for you. I read it to you, though. Start button begins the game. Start button pauses the game. No, it goes to the weapon select screen where you can select a weapon that you've obtained and then press A to return to play. So once you get back, you'll be using that special weapon. If you want to switch back to your pulse gun that freezes the robots, press select. Interesting. Press select to select between start and the password during the title screen, or to select between the regular standard pulse weapon that freezes robots or the other special weapon you may have collected during play. And of course, one great thing about this game is it has a password system. So you can actually save your progress, I guess, as you get through the levels. It's probably something like the game Strider. I don't know if any of you know Strider on the NES, but it's a similar type of deal there. I think that'll be helpful, but I don't think we're going to be turning the game off. I have a pen and paper here, so I guess we could write down passwords. None of the previous owners of this manual cared to write any of their passwords in it for me, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, password save state. That's pretty neat. I've also heard this game has infinite continues, which might make that moot since we're just going to do one playthrough today. Well, we'll see. I might have misread something there. Okay. Weapons. Besides your stabby spear and your freeze gun, the spear and the EMDP, Low Gravity Man can also capture some of the enemy's weapons, including a boomerang. Seems silly. A fireball seems awesome. A wave, I don't know about that. And bombs, obviously great to have. Anytime you see an enemy shooting one of these weapons and you destroy him, an icon appears, you grab it, and you acquire a small quantity of his weapon. That's awesome. Each of the 4 weapons has 3 power levels. At higher power levels, they shoot in multiple directions. Okay, so there are guns in this game. Interesting. To power up the weapons, just capture more icons. So you get 3 fireball icons, then you're at... oh no, you need 3 icons to advance a level. So you would need to get 1 to get to level 1, 3 more to get to level 2, 3 more to get to level 3. So 7 icons get you fully powered up. Once it's powered up, it remains powered up, even if it's depleted of bullets. Even when you lose a life, you retain all weapon levels and quantities. But if you lose all your lives and you continue to keep playing, you get reset to 0. So it's just about collecting bullets once you get 7 icons. It's interesting. Interesting. Oh, Fitz wants back in. Give me a minute. You gotta make up your mind, puppy. I'll leave this door open for you, but we got a show to do, brother. All right. Here you go. You get these awesome graphics, these sketches. So these are your weapon-carrying enemies. You got Throwback. He's got the boomerangs. Overhand. He also has boomerangs. Scorcher, which looks like a robotic version of the alien from Aliens. He's got fireballs. So does Burn Max, which is some sort of tank thing. You got, oh, I love this one, Concussion with a K. He carries the wave weapon. Oh, look, Force Face. That's an awesome little enemy. It's just a giant floating head. Force Face has got the wave carrier. Interesting. Interesting. And what else we got? Blastoids got bombs. Great. Explodor also has bombs. Those guys don't look too inspired. Pretty standard bomb carrying guys. Alright, items. What do we got? Items. After you defeat an enemy, sometimes an item will appear. Be sure to pick up the good items. Avoid the bad items. Oh, good. Great. Bad items that they drop. Life up. Adds an extra life. Easy peasy. Blue medicine gives you more health. More total health. I don't know. More total health or just your health bar. We'll find out when we play. Red medicine. Bad. Decreases health. Avoid at all costs. AGM, of course, is your anti-gravity material for your backpack there. Makes you jump higher. Alright, you got red. That red icon is spear power. Gives you a longer spear, which apparently is the primary way to kill robots after you freeze them. Blue gives you your regular freeze gun power up. S is a shield. Makes you invincible for 10 seconds. You coming up, buddy? Come on. Jump on. Blue bonus adds 1,000 points to your score. Red bonus 5,000 points to your score. Who cares about points in a game like this? Silly. Vehicles. Some of the enemy robots will be riding in vehicles, and some of these vehicles can be captured. Vehicles which can be captured are the walker, the spider, and the hover. Capture a vehicle. First freeze it with your freeze gun. Jump on it. Stab the robot driver with your awesome robot spear. Now you're in control of the vehicle. You keep it as long as the vehicle fuel lasts. While you're in the vehicle, you're invincible. If you're hit, you take no damage, but your vehicle takes damage, and it'll lose 5 vehicle fuel points. If you catch the red medicine when driving a vehicle, you still lose half your life. And when the vehicle runs out of fuel, it blows up, but it won't damage you. You can exit before it runs out. Just push select. There you go, the walker vehicle. That looks pretty sweet. We'll try to find that in the game. It's got a machine gun sweep, streams of bullets, A button to shoot them, unlimited bullets, but if you touch an enemy or a bullet while in the walker, your vehicle's damaged. Great. We got the hover vehicle, pretty standard. It's got bombs. Oh, so bombs rain down, so you just fly up to the top and then drop bombs on things. Unlimited bombs. Then you got the spider vehicle, which of course has no weapons, but the vehicle itself is a weapon. Touch any enemy and you will destroy it. If you're hit by a bullet, you get damaged. So you just run over things in the spider vehicle. And that's it. Special moves for the vehicles. Alright, they each have a special move which will help you in your battles. The walker's special move is to jump 2 screens high or to the top of the play field. Okay. Oh. Okay, so you have to jump. To make that happen in the walker, you have to jump, land, or jump, press A, while in the air, press down, and when it lands, it crouches, and then press and hold A again, and you can do a super jump. I imagine we're going to have to do that to get through a level. Spider Vehicle's special move is to climb on the ceilings. Press down and he crouches. Then press and hold A, and while in the air, A is your jump, and then while in the air, press and hold up until you hit the ceiling. While you're upside down, gravity is reversed. Okay, great. We're going to have to figure out how to walk around on ceilings if we ever get ourselves a spider vehicle. Playing hints. I love when they put these in the manual because otherwise I'd be stuck. Because as you know, Master G is not good at these games. When first starting, try using the EMDP, that's your freeze gun, to freeze the enemy. Then jump on top of them and stab down to destroy them. Makes the game easier, but you won't be able to get many items. Interesting. First scene is easy, but the boss is tough. First attack the top of the crane. This is the boss, I take it. Then stab the driver through the roof. It is possible to defeat the crane portion with the walking wheel if you can get there before you run out of fuel. Interesting. If you get in trouble while fighting Metalhead, jump off of his left shoulder. I love that there's a boss called Metalhead. That's fantastic. This game, really, really great game. 1990. When you freeze an enemy, you will receive an item about 10% of the time. So 1 in 10. If you don't freeze the enemy, you get an item 100% of the time. So I guess if you just are able to just jump and spear them without freezing them first, you get more power-ups. Okay, great. Interesting. Once you're fully powered up, go back to freezing most of the enemies because you don't have any more. You don't need any more drops because you're fully powered. Interesting. Save your weapons for the harder levels and bosses. Most cases, the best method of defeating a boss is to use your freeze weapon and the spear. The weapons are best for defeating enemies which are in hard-to-reach locations. Interesting. The final boss is very difficult unless you learn his weaknesses. Each portion of the final boss is susceptible to one of your special weapons, so you're going to want to have all of them. We're not going to make it to the final boss. Let's be honest here. When has Master G ever beaten a game in an hour in his life? Even these old NES. No, to be fair, I beat Wheel of Fortune when I played that on Season 1. Yes. To hear a sound test, input the password song. Huh, that's awesome. We might try that. All right, boss enemies. I told you there were going to be great graphics here. I'm not lying. You got boss of Sector 1-1, Robo Crane. That's what they were talking about. Get the crane first, then jump on top of the compartment and stab down through the roof to kill the driver robot. All right, Sector 1-2, Lumpy. Good name. Great name for a bad guy. Lumpy, this manufacturing robot, was very smart. Even after reprogramming, he's no problem for a powered-up low G-Man. Lumpy. Interesting. He's not very smart, though. We got Metalhead, the best enemy that has ever graced an NES game. I'm calling it right now. Old Metalhead over there. He's big, but he's also really dumb. Take out the turrets, and his head will be unprotected. Interesting. You got Air Swimmer. This guy's easy, but beware of his weird icicles. I don't get that at all. He looks like a weird snaky scorpion robot, but I guess he's throwing icicles at me. And then you got Spyron there, which looks pretty sweet. I don't know, if it's like a slinky or a spring or something. It's a long way down to this nemesis. Save your life bar for him, and it'll go to a watery junk pile. So I guess we got ice and water in Sector 2. The Super Sub, the first alien you will encounter, and he's tough. When in doubt, EMDP, that's your freeze gun. Sector 3-1, Egrophobe. Deep in the cave, you'll find this energy capsule boss surrounded by turrets. You'll need one of the weapons. Interesting. There's the rest of the sub on the next page. And then, of course, we got, what do we got there? We got Arachnoid, Spider Robot. Wait till you hatch this alien in Sector 3-2. So Sector 3-1 is the egg. Sector 3-2 is the Arachnoid. Sector 3-3 is the Octopite. This all seems very, very much like a ripoff of Alien. You got the egg, then like the baby, and then the Octopite, which looks again like the alien creature with tentacles. That's the only difference. I love it, though. Alien is a piece of cake if you survive to see him. I wonder if he really is. Sector 3-4, the Super Tank. One humongous enemy vehicle tried to destroy the turrets before going to the driver. There's no way to stop the extending spike balls, just avoid them. Man, we'll be lucky if we get that far. Meteorilla. Atop the tall tower awaits this warping menace. Freeze him if you can. You got Forearm over there. That's a very unique name. I wonder what his specialty is. He's got 4 arms. Spoiler alert. This alien's a real bummer, though. Tossing red potions in all directions. Oh, that sucks. Those are the ones that deplete half your health every time you touch one. A weapon from a certain direction will finish him. Interesting. They give you a lot of hints. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate all the hints. 6-year-old Master G needed the hints. Sector 4-3, the Mothership. I'm reading from the other page, but that's the Mothership. It looks kind of gross. I don't know. But basically, the Mothership real test your skills, but there is one easy method. Just stand... ... A mystery. And then Sector 5-1, Warp Wing. He looks like a pretty cool robot. Whole slew of warping enemies. Use the same technique as in 4-1 after you survive the fall, that is. And then 5-2 has a mystery boss. Get as many weapons as you can because the end is near. Oh, that's it. They don't tell you anything about the boss, the final boss. Yeah, and then that's it. You got your compliance with FCC regulations and your standard warranty language, and then the back. That's the Low G-Man original manual for your viewing pleasure. All right, folks. I hope you appreciated that. It's my pleasure to share these manuals and this old box art and all this fun stuff with you. We're going to take a short break before we get into it with the game. That's right. 3-minute commercial break if you'd like. Go ahead and make yourself one of those G-Man cocktails. Get yourself some gin, some lemon juice, a little bit of simple syrup, mix it all up with ice, pour it into a coupe martini glass. If you are underage, mix yourself up our non-alcoholic alternative. A little lemonade, a little seltzer, and a glass full of ice with a tablespoon of grenadine. Get yourself a drink, get yourself some snacks. Meet me back here in exactly 3 minutes. I'm going to fire up this NES console behind me and we're going to play Low G Man the way it was meant to be played on original hardware. We'll see you in just a bit. Alright, welcome back to the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. We're about to get right into it with Low G Man, circa 1990. Original NES cartridge on the original NES console. Are you ready? I'm going to click that power. I'm going to push that power button real quick. How's it look? Oh, fired up on the first try. Whew. Good tunes. I like the tunes so far. Good little intro. Oh, little purple alien. I like him. Oh, look. Got cool shades. Low G Man. Alright, I'm impressed. So far, I'm impressed. What was the password? We're going to do the song password first. Right? Oh, that's neat. Remember how it said to input song to get a preview of some music? I hope it's metal. I hope it's 8-bit metal. We're going to do this to start, because I had no idea. I've never done this before. I, like you, am seeing this for the first time. Are you ready? Wait, what? Is it? It's just like a sound test? What's that? Oh. Oh, so you can sample all the sounds from the game, I bet. I bet these are like the boss music. I'm impressed, Low G Man. I am. These 8-bit tunes are real nice so far. I love that you can sample them. What's number 3? Oh, that's pretty good. I dig that. Huh. Well done. How many of them are there? Number 4. Oh, that's exciting. Back in, buddy. Little Fitz. Come on. We're listening to some tunes, buddy. You wanna sit? Here, let's sit and play games. Alright, well I don't want to give away all the music. What about EFT? How do I change EFT? What does the EFT mean? I don't know. None of the buttons are changing it. Oh, there we go. Oh, so that's just like sound effects. That's probably the sound of spearing. Fitz, you got fans, buddy. You got a smile for him. Look over here. Oh, he doesn't. Look, maybe there's a treat there. It's Fitz. There's not a treat, buddy. I'm sorry. That was mean. That was cruel. But you already ate all the treats. I gave you like 6 treats, and now you won't leave me alone. All right. All right. Let's get out of the sound test. I think we'll have to hit reset and start over. Robot producing exploration planet. Large cities. Beautiful sunsets. Beautiful 8-bit sunsets. And then aliens came. We'll send in Low G Man. Yes, I think your faith in me is misplaced. Alright, let's do it. Chapter 1, Scene 1. Iron Nail is the password. Iron Nail. I guess you don't need a password for 1-1. That'd be silly. Alright, so I can jump that high. Can I not jump that high? Okay, so if I just tap it, I can jump a little bit. Alright, so it is like pressure sensitive. You can kind of feather your jumps, but if you hold down A, you jump that high. B shoots your freeze ray. Oh, there's a timer in this game? And then down and B and up and B shoots your spear. Okay, so there's a timer. Oh, interesting. this is tough. Oh, it's figuring out when to spear, you know? I don't know, I probably should kill this guy because he's got weapons I need, right? Oh, came back alive. Dude, this is tough. Why can't they just give me like a laser pistol like a normal game? How many times do I gotta hit this guy? Yikes. I'm on my last life, aren't I? I guess I could... Did not go well. That's alright, that's a warm-up. It's a warm-up. It's alright, we'll get after it. We'll get after it here. Don't worry. Don't you worry. Can you guys hear the sound? Are you hearing the sound like I am? I can't tell. I hope you are hearing the game sound. Alright, here we go. I think you are. Oh, no. Dude. Oh, man, you gotta time it so, like, you're coming down on him. Alright, I got better at it there. It's the combination of the jump and the spear. That is not easy. Oh, come on. Man, these guys are the hardest for me to kill. Is that crazy? I want the walker. I want it. Oh, come on. Oh, I have to freeze him? Dang it. I'm gonna die again. Forget it. I don't want to fight any of you anymore. I just want to go next. Wait, what? Oh, that's the end already? Alright. Oh, man. Well, at least it's a short level. Alright, so I guess I should master this. Not like that. Oh, good. You give me a red potion. That sucks. It's hard. Oh, this is not good. I should probably just freeze everyone. I'm clearly not good enough to not freeze everyone. Forget about the power-ups. Forget about the power-ups. We just got to start freezing people, I think. And hope for the best. This guy I need to freeze. Health! I'm freezing these guys. I don't like them. I'm freezing all of them. They're all getting frozen. How do I get the walker? I want the walker. Right? I want it. Yeah! That's what I'm talking about. Oh, I can't shoot up though. Can't duck either. I can't shoot up. Oh, I got an extra life. Alright. This is weird. Oh no. It's just like, I'm just dead already? Dude, how am I supposed to beat the crane? How am I supposed to stab the crane with my little... I wonder if I can freeze the guy shooting me. Alright. Let's just get the hang of it. We'll get the hang of it. Oh, great. Start me off with a red potion. Insta-poison me. Should I use weapons against the boss? I guess I should use the weapons against the boss, because like, what's the point of collecting all the weapons if you're not going to use them against the boss? Man, this is like some weird timing. Fireballs. Got a gun power up, that's nice. Dude, freeze him. Are you kidding me? Ugh, red one again? That sucks. I needed that health. You can't beat this guy with the walker. Because you can't shoot up. You can only shoot side to side, so I can't actually hit him. Oh, that's lame. That's real lame. Some weak sauce. Alright, what guns do I have? I got fireballs. Well, let's use the fireballs. I don't know. Should I use fireballs? I don't know. How? How am I supposed to get around here? You shoot every direction? He shoots every direction! What? What? Oh, enough with the red potions. That's unnecessary. It's unnecessary to just be like, yeah, well, every time you kill something to collect your items, we might just screw you and kill you instead. Just randomly. Oh, big jump, Fitz. I wasn't expecting that, buddy. You can't chew on my hand while I'm playing. You can't do that. Dude, I'm already bad enough at this game as it is without you biting the controller like you like. Stop. The people came here to see expert gameplay. You are making it very hard for me to perform. Alright. Focus. Focus, Fitz. Focus. Oh my god. Oh my god. Great. One of those poison capsules too. Jeez, what is the point? What is the point of killing anything if half the time it's just gonna kill you after you kill him? I don't understand this. I don't understand that mechanic. Right? That's strange, right? I'm not crazy, right? That's a really weird mechanic to have in your game. Just like a random number generator that when you do attack someone and defeat the enemy, you could also just get killed randomly. Oh, like that. Great. Took another bit of health. Awesome. I think we just run. I think we just run here. I don't think there's any reason, because you can't fight the blue guy. You can't fight the blue guy. Because he's above you and the walker can't shoot above you. How do I destroy the crane? I don't understand how to destroy the crane. What the heck am I supposed to do there? Am I even hurting him? Am I even hurting? It said in the manual. I'm gonna have to consult the manual. So, first thing we learned, walker vehicle, total disaster. What a pointless thing that is, since you can't shoot in any direction. So unless the enemy's standing right in front of you at gun length, you're just screwed because you can't aim your gun. So you can't shoot down or up while you're in that thing. Sector 1-1, Robo Crane. This destruction worker is an easy target once you stop the crane. I mean, yeah, but how do you stop the crane? That's the question here, folks. Alright. No. Freeze you. Alright, tell me how I'm supposed to kill things. This guy. Can't kill that guy. He's above me. Just run. The only thing you can do is just run. Just run it. Alright, here we go. Let's destroy the crane. Get up there! Get up there! Get him! Get him! Get that robot! Nailed it! Sector 1-1! Wow, that strobe light. That's unpleasant. I hope nobody at home has epilepsy. Goodness. God, what a good cocktail. Parapluie nailed it today with the cocktail recipe. Holy cow. Alright. Chapter 1, Scene 2. Manufacturing Zone. Alright. Oh, I didn't write down the password, guys. Was there a password? Oh, that's kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me set it. Oh, man, that's brutal. Alright. It's very pink. Okay. More of this guy. I'll just wait for him to zoom to me instead of jumping. Where's he coming down? Wow. Jump! Alright, what do? I just go over here? Can I just jump as far as I can? I don't know where I'm going, guys. I don't like just jumping into the unknown. These guys are considerably easier to defeat than these guys, which shoot at you. Huh. Alright, let's just jump. Let's just jump. See how far we can go. Alright. Great, another walker. At least I get guns. But I don't know what's coming. This guy. I'm not gonna get that. Can I jump as high with the walker? Oh, I can't. Oh, look at this boomerang, man. Give me some of those boomerang weapons. Ah! Who is this? Do I shoot it? What is happening here? Maybe I don't shoot it. I don't know. I don't know what I'm seeing there. But I ran out of fuel. Ooh, I can't jump high enough. Alright, that's fine. Well, I don't even care about you, dude. What is this? It's like a maze. I don't like the boomerang, guys. I'm leaving. I'm not into boomerang, man. is a longer level. I'll tell you that. This is a longer one. Oh, stop jumping. Why is everything jumpy in this game? I liked it better when there was gravity. It was predictable. I don't know what anything's gonna do. Low gravity. Low gravity man is the worst. He looks pretty cool though, doesn't he? Where you going? You're gonna unfreeze. And kill you. What's the point? Oh, because you're gonna keep chasing me. Till I do. Alright, fine. Alright. Man, I don't like this whole freeze and spear technique. I don't know, I think they overthought it. I think that's what happened. They were like, you know what? Maybe let's do something different. What if we, instead of having a gun that you shoot things with, like every other game, they were like, let's mess with the recipe. Let's mess with the recipe a little bit with low G-Man. Instead of being able to shoot anything, let's make you freeze it and then stab it, but only in 2 directions. Good lord. If I could stab in front of me, that would be one thing. I can only shoot in front of me and behind me, and I can stab above me and below me. It's funny. It's funny that they thought that was a recipe for success. It's really hard to get power-ups with this guy, because you can't... What's going on here? Can I shoot? Can I shoot you? Is that like a person I need to save? I'm getting out. I'm saving this person. You're welcome, bud. These guys take 2 shots. That's annoying. Oh, I thought I froze him. How did I miss him? Oh! Just give me the boomerang when I get it, dude. Oh, that's the worst. I need blue health. I don't even know what that is. Does that just make me jump higher? Is that my anti-gravity? Because that's not helpful. Alright, what would be helpful is health. Where's the blue potion? Oh, you won't even let me shoot these guys. Somehow shooting the prisoner saves them. Ay, ay, ay. Thought you said I could jump screens high. Let me jump then. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna jump as far as I can. I got 1 more health. Oh my god. You just hit your head on nothing. I'm gonna die, because I don't know what's going on here. Yep, there it is. I don't need blue health now. Oh, now you give me all the blue health in the world. I'm like 2 steps into the level. Of course I'm not hurt. Of course I don't need blue health. Oh, those. It's a hard game. I don't like it. Why kill him? There's no point. No point in killing that guy. Yeah, screw you, red potion. I don't know why I can't, like, free these people. I don't even know what the point of freeing them is. Forget it. I'm not freeing any more prisoners. I'm staying in the walker as long as I can. No. Well, it wasn't very long. It wasn't very long at all. Alright, now we're talking. We got hover. Oh, you got a button mash? Oh, man. I'm going up, man. I want to see what's up here. Oh, nothing. Totally pointless. Thanks. Awesome. Great. That was fun. Glad we did that. Oh, but now we can fly over this section. It's handy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, stop knocking me in this stupid hole. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. This better be the boss. How are you still chasing me? You're so persistent. What happens if I fall down there? I'm going. Wait. One shot of the gun doesn't freeze this thing? What is it? What is it? What is it? Am I just stuck? Oh my god! What? What the hell was that? There we go. Got some goodies. I guess you really do have to kill everything. You don't have a choice, because they just keep chasing you indefinitely, forever. Got him. Got him. Got him. Give me that walker. I'm getting the hang of it. I'm getting the hang of it. It's kind of a weird one, though. I mean, I don't know how I feel about this game as a platformer. Like, it's just different enough to be fresh, I guess. But, it's kind of aggravating. You know? It's kind of aggravating. Not in a good way. Okay. I don't like that I have to button mash. You can't just hold down A. You have to, like, tap it. That sucks. They're just getting kind of cruel with this game, I think. You know, like, let's just make it unnecessarily hard. Like, it doesn't need to be this way, but, like, why not? Why not just make it harder than it needs to be? That could be fun, too, right? I'm not going... Oh, I have to go down there? Oh my gosh. I don't even know if that was hurting the thing. I'm not getting hear it. It just comes alive at random times. How many times do I gotta kill this guy? Is this a boss? Well, if I don't kill it this time, it's over. What? What was that? Is that the boss? Hold on, that must be the boss. Fitz, that must be the boss. It says it's no problem for a powered up low G man. I don't know. Am I powered up? I don't know how to power up. What am I? I'm collecting things. Doesn't seem to matter though. I am powered up a little, but I didn't have the 2 bullets. That's definitely the boss. And I definitely can't take my hover vehicle in there, which sucks. I guess I could use weapons. I could use like the that's what I need to do. I need to use my weapons that I'm collecting. I got this. I got this. We're good. There's a timer there where it says VEF. That's when you run out of fuel, I guess. Alright, let's get to this boss again. This aggravating boss. Oh man, I can't even speed up the float. I have to just wait for it to float down. Can I take it in the hole with me? I can't. Alright, hold on. Which weapon do you think would be... I have 1 of 3 of fireballs. Alright, we're using fireballs. I only have 6 of them. When that timer ticks down to 0, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna fireball this guy and see if that does anything. It does not. Guys, it does not. It does not do anything. It does not do anything. What the heck am I supposed to do there? That is nonsense. That is utter nonsense, my friend. What's the trick, guys? How do I beat this boss? Alright, maybe I do need to rescue all the people. That's what... Where'd he go? He just jumped off the screen. Whew, low G man, I don't know. I don't know, low G man. I'm getting out. I think I have to save these people because they like drop stuff. Are these the power-ups I need? I don't know. Yeah, because that's a double gun. Now I got 2 guns. I'm getting crazy, mad crazy boomerangs here, I'll tell you that. Well, I need to get these people, because they got power-ups, and apparently I need the power-ups if I'm going to beat the boss. I mean, I don't know how. I don't know how jumping higher is going to help me, but apparently this game really cares about jumping. Jumping is the main thing. Your main weapon in the fight against the robots is just being able to jump higher than anything else. I don't like being down here. I'd rather fly over this section. Blue health, that's nice. I mean, I can jump a lot higher since I picked up those power-ups. I don't know, man. I mean, I got boomerangs this time. Are those helpful? I gotta like freeze him and then chuck boomerangs at him, maybe? God, I don't know, man. You can't jump to get away from the dang bullets. Oh, this game is brutal. No wonder they give you unlimited continues. I have to say the difficulty level on this is kind of ridiculous, but maybe it's just because there's no other game with this weird mechanic of not being able to just shoot things, you know? You have to spear the robots. That's the only way to defeat robots, apparently, in the future. Is it just a good old-fashioned spear, folks? Get yourself a good old-fashioned spear. You're all set. I mean, my power-ups did nothing. Let's be honest. I was as powered up as I was gonna be, and it did literally nothing to that alien. I don't know what else to do. I mean, I didn't even like hurt him. I didn't even scratch him. I don't know. This is a tough one. This is a tough nut to crack here on the NES Happy Hour. Not helping you guys, that was pointless. I'll try to get some boomerangs, I guess. I don't know, maybe the boomerangs are helpful. I don't know. This guy's being a pain. Ugh. You can't catch things if you're in this mode, because you can't make it go down faster than that. Alright, well, we got to the boss pretty quick. Oh, maybe I need fireballs. Oh my god. That's not what I needed. Alright, fine. Let's do boomerangs. Sure. Just gonna blast you with as many boomerangs as I can. Maybe I'll kill you before you kill me. Nope. The answer is no. You will not. That is stupid. Master G's verdict is stupid. What am I missing here, guys? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what I'm missing here. Power-ups? I don't know. I mean, I'm killing a lot of things in level 2. I have no idea, man. Alright, maybe we just stay. I have one more idea. One more idea. Oh, God. Just freeze. I don't have time for this nonsense. Fireballs might be the way to go. I don't know. That would have been nice. Ugh, boomerangs not helpful. Nothing else is helpful. I don't know. Nothing I pick up is actually helping me, it would seem. I'm apparently unable to do any damage at all to this boss. It just does nothing. It just does nothing. I just stand on him, pummeling him, and it just does nothing. Yeah, this is kind of a weird platformer. All right, so if you're joining us late, this is the gist of this game. It's a platform shooter. You're fighting a bunch of robots. You don't actually get a gun. That's useful, right? So that's the first handicap they place on you. Your gun actually just freezes them for a period of time. Then you have to jump on them and spear down or spear up. That's right. Your gun can shoot exactly two directions, in front of you and behind you. You can't shoot up, you can't shoot down. You can shoot in front of you, you can shoot behind you, and all that does is it freezes the enemies. Then you have to get on top of them and you have to spear down or spear up, because the only way to kill a robot is with a spear after you've frozen them with an EMP. Okay. The vehicles that you can get in are also handicapped unnecessarily. We saw this in level 1 because they don't have any range of fire, right? So you might be technically invincible. You know, taking damage in the vehicle just makes it run out faster, basically. But you can't aim anything, right? So you get in the walker vehicle, all you can do is shoot those machine guns. The manual says it's a spray, but it's just kind of like a a spitting fountain. Like it just kind of like goes whoop, whoop, and that's it. You can't shoot up, you can't shoot below. And as you saw in level 1, you get in the walker and you have that enemy that comes down from above that there's no way to destroy him because he stays directly above you, and while you're in the walker you can't shoot that way, so he just comes down and gets you. The hover vehicle, also a little bit annoying because you can't steer it very well. Holding down the A button does not power it up and make it go up. You have to button mash A. Furthermore, when you destroy something, you want to go down and catch the power up, but if you're in the hover vehicle, you can't shoot yourself down. There's one speed down, and it's just slowly drift, which means you don't have a chance, really. I don't know. I don't know about this one. It seems a little difficult. You know that when they were finished with this game, they thought this is way too hard because they put unlimited continues in with no consequence and a password save. So if you at some point in your life, after 50,000 continues, beat a level or beat a stage, you get a password for it, so you don't have to ever do it again. And you do get unlimited continues, so I can keep playing this level forever. I mean, it really is unlimited. I'm picking up fireball weapons, and I'm picking up other weapons. They just don't seem to do anything. That's the main gist of it, right? I mean, they don't do anything to the boss. I mean, they do things to the other enemies for sure. They just don't do anything to the boss, apparently. What was that? I don't even know what half these power-ups are. So you gotta freeze them, then you gotta jump on them, and then you gotta stab down before they wake up. See, Walker. That's the only thing you can do, is that. I can do it 2 directions, but I can't shoot enemies above or below me while I'm in the walker. I guess I should just get these guys because they give you power-ups. I just don't know what the point of the power-ups are. I mean, now I have 2 freeze bullets, so I can freeze things more effectively. I don't know how that helps me against that boss though, because I don't know. I mean, I gotta get out to rescue the people. So if we're rescuing the people, if we think their power-ups have something to do with this, I gotta get out of the hovercraft and I gotta do this the old-fashioned way with my freeze ray, with my freeze gun. Only way to do it. They got like weird spandex on too. I don't know what any of the stuff I'm collecting actually does. None of it. I don't have the slightest idea. Coming at me. Oh, what am I supposed to do? How do I beat the boss? I don't know. Does anybody know? I have fireballs. Does that matter? Probably not. There he is. I'm ranked 2 of 3 in fireballs. I'm ranked 3 of 3 in boomerangs. Ranked 3 of 3, maybe. I mean, I've been chucking boomerangs at him. It doesn't even hurt him. I guess I'll do boomerangs. Boomerangs. Get to 3 of 3 boomerangs. That's what you gotta do. Solved it. Cheers. We finally did it. Good God. Oh, we're gonna see Metalhead. I wanted to see Metalhead, the boss of 1-3. I'm pumped. I think you gotta destroy the turrets. Here, let's get fireballs. Metalhead! I like how stage 3 is just the boss. So we don't have to screw around with any levels, but we lost all our power-ups. See, when you do continue, you do lose all your gun power-ups that you collected. So now we're gonna have to beat it the old-fashioned way. Oh wait, how do I get up there? I can't jump as high anymore. Oh, I gotta what? I gotta walk on these? Oh, good, red health. Oh yeah, that's another thing about this game. Just randomly when you kill things, you actually get killed. Just randomly, like, you know, maybe you get the power-ups you so sorely need, but maybe it just kills you instead. Can I kill the bubbles? I cannot kill the bubbles, guys. The bubbles cannot be killed. Also, I can't jump that high, so we're just gonna die here. We're just gonna die. Metalhead, holy cow, the difficulty curve on this game. I hesitate to call it broken, but there are some elements of this game that are surely a little broken. I think so. I mean, it's not great game design that you have to give unlimited continues, because there's no other way for people to, I gotta kill these first. There it is, all the bubbles are gone. Oh, he can still hit me? He can still hit me? I think I beat Metalhead, guys. Boom! Metalhead. Done. You saw it here. Master G on the NES Happy Hour. Woo! Scene 2, or Chapter 2, Scene 1, The Frozen Waste. Remember that password. It's Mitch. Mitch. M-I-C-H. I'm writing that down. I'm not doing World 1. You know in between seasons of the NES Happy Hour, I just stream for fun. And I spin the wheel, and it just picks random games from my collection. If it ever picks this game, I am going to want to have these passwords handy. Mitch. Man, nobody wants to relive that World 1 again. Holy cow. Alright, we'll take a look at World 2, and then we'll go to break. We'll be back with Bar Trivia to wrap things up. Ice level. It's not slippery. I just want you to know, in case you're watching at home, that I'm not slipping around here at all. This is actually an easy level. I don't know what's going on here. Like, did they just do a really poor job of balancing it? Maybe. Cause like this is nowhere near as hard as the first few levels. Nowhere near as hard. Look at these icicles. Oh, great. Great, great, great. Icicles coming at me. Get me one of these. Oh, see, I need that blue health, but you can't power him down. He can't go down fast enough. You just have to float down, and you're not fast enough to catch up with the health. Alright, so getting in this thing was pointless. This was a mistake. Because this is not actually going to help me in any way, shape, or form in this level. Alright. Oh, what are these? You can't shoot up! Guys, you cannot shoot up. Oh, this feels like the boss. This feels like a boss, guys. It is. It is. It's just dropping icicles. Wait, if I just stand here, will it miss me? I think it will, guys. Oh, there's an icicle. Oh no, it threw me off. Remember this boss? The tentacle. Oh no, it's not the octo alien. How many shots does this thing take? I think I found a safe spot though, right? Don't you think? I've apparently found a safe spot. But he also has like 1,000,000 health. If I get hit with one icicle, I'm done. How did that not hit me? I must have found a glitch. I must have found something in the game, right? Because I've surely gotten hit with an icicle here. I don't know how many shots this guy takes. There it is. Alright folks, well, I unlocked World 2 for you, so just type in M-I-C-H in the password screen. It's just 4 letters, M-I-C-H, Mitch. That'll get you right to level 2 Ice World. You don't have to do any of that World 1 nonsense. There's only 5 worlds in this game. Most of them have 3 stages, I think. The last one, I think, only has 2 stages, so not a long game. But yeah, Mitch, that's the password for World 2. Like I said, it's okay. Here's my take. Not a bad game, right? It was certainly fun and interesting and addictive. It's different. It surely is different. But you know what happened here, right? They got to the game, they realized, this mechanic doesn't really work. It's going to be hard. People aren't going to be thrilled with it, so let's just give them unlimited continues and a password with no consequence. I'm not saying I don't appreciate that, because, I'm not good at these games, so I do like having that. But if the game designer feels that it would be best to give the player unlimited continues and a password so they never have to repeat the same world again after they beat it for the first time, you kind of know that the game's not quite balanced. They didn't do a great job of figuring out the mechanics. They might have made sections too hard or too easy. It's not really there. It's not really all there. But for a game that I had never heard of before, I'm not going to say anything terrible about this game. It's weird. It's interesting. It's unique. It's probably not that hard to beat. I mean, if I played for another 3 or 4 hours, I could probably get through it because, like I said, unlimited continues. The levels, you saw them, they're not very long. You just have to learn what power-ups you need to get and how to defeat the bosses, and then make sure you get enough power-ups throughout the course of the level. I mean, once you beat a level, you never have to beat it again. As long as the game's on, it's unlimited continues. As long as you beat a level, you get your password, or a world, you get a password, so you don't have to do it again. So, I mean, really, you just tough it out. You just beat it. You just collect all the passwords, and you're good. I think this is a game I'll probably beat one day and then probably never touch again. It's one of those types of games, you know. Once you've done it, you never feel compelled to play it again. All right, folks, I hope you enjoyed Low G Man. I mean, I had fun playing it. It was definitely interesting, mixing things up on the NES Happy Hour show. Yeah, 1990. We were playing a game from 1990. I have no idea. You know, I know if you're watching this live, that was 30 years ago. I don't know how long these videos are going to be up on the YouTube there. So, I mean, if you're watching this in the distant future me or distant future you, 1990 this game came out. We played original cartridge on the original hardware 30 years later. Still worked like a charm, man. No glitches on that one. That one fired up perfectly. Didn't give us any trouble. All right, folks. We're going to take a short break. Refresh your drink if you'd like. I might refresh mine. I don't know. I'm probably thinking I'm good for today. Grab yourself a snack. You're going to want to get back here for the bar trivia segment. I do have 5 great bar trivia questions planned out, all multiple choice and increasing difficulty. Fitz is excited. My loyal co-host Fitz for Fitzgerald wants to play. So why don't you come back here in 3 minutes? I'm going to go to break, and then we'll see you then, okay? We'll get into it with bar trivia after the commercials. All right, folks, as we always do to wrap up each and every episode of the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G, I deliver the Bar Trivia Challenge, and today is no different. We're going to get into it in just a moment with 5 multiple choice questions. You see this box above me? All your chats will appear there. Go ahead and test it out if you like. Anybody watching at home, type something in the chat, watch it appear. Just get a feel for it, because I'm going to ask for audience participation in the Bar Trivia Challenge from now on. I've even given you some time to respond, because I know there's a lag with that chat up there. Yeah, without further ado, I present to you the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G Bar Trivia Challenge. Low G-Man edition. Which I think is going to play there. Oh, there we go. Woo! Alright, let's get the chat up on my stream deck. Let's get connected there. Alright, I think I'm all set. Are you guys all set? Alright, we ready? Get into it with question numero uno. And that is an easy one. We always start with the easy ones, okay? Which great scientist and thinker first came up with the ideas for gravity? Low gravity, man. See how I tie it all back in? And formulas for measuring gravitational force after watching an object fall from a tree. Was it A, Albert Einstein? Was it B, Isaac Newton? Was it C, Galileo Galilei? Or was it D, Stephen Hawking? I told you, we start out with the easy ones, we get harder as they go. Think of this. Think hard. You know it. I know you know it. My fans know it. You guys are good. 10 seconds. The clock starts now. Fitz, do you know the answer? Do you know the answer, buddy? What's the answer? What's the answer? Anybody? Anybody at home? I don't see anything in the chat. I don't see anything. I don't see any guesses. I know you know it. The answer, of course, is B, Isaac Newton. Yes, the apple that fell from the tree. Nobody's really sure, though, if that's how it actually happened, but believe it, whether you want to believe it or not, that's the story that is written in the history books, right? Apple falls from the tree. There might be something to this gravity idea. All right, question number 2, robots. Because as you know, this game was all about war-crazed robots reprogrammed by evil alien intruders to destroy the human race. Isaac Asimov defined 3 laws of robotics in order to hopefully prevent a catastrophe like the one featured in today's game, Low G-Man. But which of the following is not one of the three laws to govern robot behavior? Is it A, they must obey human orders? Is it B, they must protect their own existence? Was it C, they must not issue orders? Or was it D, they must not harm humans? Which of the following is not one of Asimov's three laws? You have 10 seconds, and the clock starts now. It's a little harder than the last one, but, you know, if you're a science fiction nerd, you're probably going to know this one, right? Most people do by now. If you're watching this in the future, I mean, who knows, 30 years from now, this video could be up on YouTube. You might actually have robots in your home. You might be thinking, oh, that Master G, he really predicted the future, didn't he? Either that, or we'll all be in a oblivion, apocalypse state by then. We'll see. We'll see whether it's robots or apocalypse. But if you guess C, you are correct. They must not issue orders. That's not one of Asimov's laws. Of course, the robots could be programmed to do that. But they must not harm humans, they must obey human orders, and they must generally protect their own existence. Those are summaries of Asimov's three laws because, you know, I only have so much space on this slide to fit them in there. But C is not one of the laws. All right, getting harder. This is question number 3 of 5. The robot uprising in today's game takes place in the year 2284. That's right, the 23rd century, far in the distant future. Which of the following science fiction television series also took place in the 23rd century? You need to be a serious sci-fi nerd to get this one right. Is it A, Star Trek: The Next Generation? Is it B, Firefly? Is it C, Battlestar Galactica? Or is it D, Babylon 5? 4 great sci-fi shows. I'm sure the nerds out there have very strong opinions about all 4. But only one of them took place in the 23rd century, same as our game featured on today's show. Which one was it? 10 seconds. Any guesses? Anyone at home want to take a stab? What do you got? You nervous? You don't know? If you guess Babylon 5, you are correct. Yes, Babylon 5 takes place in the 23rd century, the same time as this game we feature today. I don't believe Battlestar Galactica ever makes it clear what century it is. It's just the distant future. But Star Trek was the 24th century, and Firefly was the 26th. Yes, nerd out. I'm sure someone disagrees. I don't know, but I Googled it. I looked it up. I tried to make sure I checked all my sources to confirm this. Babylon 5, though, 23rd century, same as today's game. All right, it's all downhill from here. This is a fun one, though. The last 2 are fun ones, although they are quite difficult, I think. The highest known G-forces voluntarily experienced by a human were achieved by G-force pioneer John Stapp on December 10th, 1954. Willingly, voluntarily experienced G-forces. Frankly, just to prove that a human could survive. How high were those G-forces? The highest known G-forces a human voluntarily experienced. Was John Stapp experiencing 46.2 Gs, 35.6 Gs, 27.8 Gs, or 15.3 Gs? Yes, the highest known G-force experienced by a human. And he lived. What was it? 10 seconds. Clock starts now. Any guesses? Any guesses? I mean, unless you're some sort of Jeopardy trivia whiz kid, or you just read random record books, I'm not sure how you would know this one, but I am curious what the audience thinks is the correct answer. Anyone? Anyone? All right, I'll let you know, because the answer, if you're wondering, is A. The highest choice on that list, 46.2 Gs, willingly experienced by John Stapp in 1954, just to prove it could be survived. With the proper harnessing and the proper setup, a human being can experience 46.2 Gs and still live to tell about it. Some of the worst. This is probably the only thing I can think of that anybody could relate to in real life. I think the craziest roller coasters where you feel that experience of just getting mashed into your seat real hard, like the biggest and best roller coasters there are like something like 5 or 6 Gs. Really, that's 5 or 6 Gs, and he experienced 9 times that, and was fine. I mean, arguably fine. I guess maybe there were some long-term consequences. I don't actually know. But he does have the record, 46.2 Gs. Walked away, no problems. All right, guys, the fifth and final question. Why favorite? Fitz, I need to ask the question. You're blocking me from taking a drink. Why, you might ask, is it my favorite? Because I am a science fiction fan, and good old Master G was actually an English lit major back in his younger days when he was in school, in college. So, this one's near and dear to me. But the fifth and final question is this. The first Men in the Moon, the name of a book, was a romantic science fiction novel published by H.G. Wells in 1901. You might know him from The Time Machine, perhaps. Very popular one people all know and love. He also wrote another book called The First Men in the Moon, 1901. In that book, the protagonists construct their spacecraft with what fictional anti-gravitational material that is named after one of the two protagonists in that novel? So in today's game, we saw the anti-gravity material. You had to collect those little icons, throw them in your anti-gravity backpack, and that dictated how high you could jump. There's a fictional anti-gravitational material in this novel that they coated their spacecraft with in order to fly away from the Earth and to the moon. What was that fictional anti-gravitational material called? It was named after one of the characters in the book. Was it Bedfordite? Was it Cavorite? Was it Welshia? Or was it Kentrate? If you read the book, you surely know. You have 10 seconds in the clock. It starts now. What do you think it is, Fitz? Would you venture to guess it? Would you venture to guess, Fitzy? Do you know? Do you know what it is? I don't suppose we have too many English majors listening at home, at least not right now, but maybe you're watching on the YouTube later and you did recently read this book. I'm sure it's a great book. I think I might have read it like in high school. I think I went through an H.G. Wells phase, but I did not have to read this one in college. But I am definitely going to check it out because the answer is B, Cavorite. Cavor was the last name of one of the characters in the book. I believe Bedford was the last name of another character. Welsh is something I just totally made up to throw you off the scent because the book was by H.G. Wells. But Cavor and Bedford, I think, were the main characters in the book. And they flew to the moon, essentially. They constructed a vehicle. They imagined that, let's construct a vehicle. Let's find some anti-gravitational material, which is what the mad scientist one of the duo was kind of like a mad scientist type. Basically invents this material that's anti-gravity, and they put it on the back of the ship, and they use wings and flaps in their fictional ship to control how the spacecraft flies because it's powered purely by anti-gravity. Ahead of its time, man. H.G. Wells was a great sci-fi writer. If you're a science fiction fan, you got to read all of H.G. Wells. There's obviously some really interesting sci-fi from like the 60s and later. You got your Philip K. Dick. All his novels are fantastic. You've seen a million movies based on those, including Blade Runner was one of his. But before he was writing science fiction, H.G. Wells was pumping out novel after novel, science fiction, well ahead of his time. His ideas for the science side of things, you know, you have to think of this like understanding gravity, like an anti-gravity in 1901. He's speculating here. Like, nobody's really theorized that much about anti-gravity in 1901. And now, of course, we have all these ideas in science fiction about anti-gravity devices and materials and machines and things like that, including the one our protagonist in today's game featured, the anti-gravity mechanism with his little backpack, I guess. He just chucks his anti-gravity in his backpack and he's done. Yep, that is it for the Bar Trivia Challenge. We thank you for playing, as we always do. This was the Low G-Man edition of the Bar Trivia Challenge on the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. All right, that's it. I'm out of the chat. I'm getting ready to sign off. But before I do, I got to plug the show. I hope you enjoyed playing with us today. I hope you give this game a look if you can find it. The instruction manual was a little bit difficult to acquire. I can't remember if the game was difficult or not. I have a feeling it's a slightly uncommon game. That doesn't always mean it costs a lot. You know, some of the games that cost a lot are actually really common. They're just popular. I don't imagine this game's wildly popular with folks. So even if it is a little bit of a rarer game, it might be easy to find. It might be something you want to pick up. I mean, I kind of do think, I think I can say with certainty that it will be a game that you'll just play through in a day, non-stop, because of those unlimited continues. And then once you beat it, you'll never feel compelled to pick it up again. But, you know, an important part of NES history, and that's what we do on the show. We want to cover every game in the NES library one day. Probably going to take me 5 or 6 years, but, you know, I'm into collecting. It's a great hobby. I like doing this. I like playing these games after work to sort of decompress, and I'm going to keep doing it as long as I have fun doing it. I hope you guys at home enjoy it too. If you want more, first thing I need to tell you to do is go to www.fitsandmasterg.com. That's our website. It's a Streamlabs website. It's totally safe. It's all one word, fitsandmasterg.com. You can see videos there from our YouTube channel. You can watch them right on the website. You can watch us live right on the website. You can chat from the website. You can donate or subscribe or follow from the website. Everything happens that you see on Twitch, it happens on the website too. In addition, though, there's a merch shop. You can buy some gear we'll be designing periodically. We'll be hosting some giveaways there in the near future. You can get all that on the website. Most importantly, you'll find links to all of our social media. So on there, you'll see these big, brightly colored buttons for our Twitch channel, where we tape every episode live. You'll also see a big red button for the YouTube channel, where all the taped episodes go immediately after we're done filming, for posterity and to create a historical preservation of each and every one of the games in the NES library. 2 things I want to say. If you find us on Twitch, you can click that follow button, little purple heart icon. It's totally free. It goes a long way to supporting the show. Likewise, if you pop on over to YouTube to watch these episodes after they air live, click that subscribe button. It's also totally free to you and goes a long way into keeping us plugging away season after season. So definitely encourage you to do that. If you don't want to do either of those things, you just want to stay in the loop and know when we're broadcasting and hear about the work I'm doing with the games, with the manuals, see the pictures, see the polls, just follow me on Twitter. You can get to our Twitter page from that website as well. The handle is @HeyMasterG. And, you know, I post every time we go live while I'm preparing for episodes, grabbing screenshots, scanning manuals. I'll post funny things on there just for your entertainment. But most importantly, you'll be in the loop. You'll know when seasons are dropping, when we're going into the break, what we're doing in the break, when the giveaways are launching, when videos are posted to YouTube. If you just don't want to miss out, you can just follow us on Twitter and you'll stay up to date on everything that's going on. But like I said, just pop on over to www.fitsandmasterg.com. Everything you need is right there. All right, folks, it's about midweek here, live. We'll be back tomorrow. I should plug the game we'll be playing tomorrow. Let me think if I can remember what it is. I prep all the episodes for Season 2 in advance. I think what we're playing tomorrow might be our first sports game. Oh, my goodness. I think it is. I think it's our first sports game on the NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. We will be playing we will be playing ice hockey, a classic hockey game from the NES library. Fantastic. 6 countries represented. Frenzied and fun. Also has fighting in it. Goofy character sprites that are a lot of fun too. I don't know if I'm going to be any good at it, but I'm pumped to play ice hockey tomorrow on the show. As always, we have a great cocktail prepared for the episode. In addition, I have some fantastic bar trivia that I threw together last weekend. Ice hockey related trivia to go with the theme of the game. So you're going to want to check that out tomorrow. Same time, same place, here live at 4 p.m. Eastern. The NES Happy Hour with Fitz and Master G. We'll be playing ice hockey tomorrow. I think I'm signing off for the evening, so I hope you guys have a good night. Cheers to all of you who watched this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. We hope to see you next time. We'll see you soon.